Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna do some stud hand reviews from yesterday. Oh, it's only two of them. Don't really remember them. The first one... Okay, so the first one's aces, or eventually hit aces here. So many windows, I'm always lost. Oh crap. Okay, here. So... we are the bring-in with ace-9-4 garbage. It's limped to us, heads up. King spade showing. We hit an ace immediately. So our hand should be very good, although he hits an ace as well. So yeah, all I really want to know here was what is our equity when we're dominated in a spot like this, aces versus aces? Because I mean, at the time I was most likely he doesn't have aces, right? So we're just value betting the whole way, but turns out he had aces and he had us dominated, so I'm kind of curious to see what our odds are here, given that we're dominated. It's kind of an interesting spot that won't come up often, but just interesting in general. And then dead cards. Maybe we'll ignore dead cards. That just kind of obfuscates what we're trying to figure out here. So he's basically a 2-to-1 favorite. With ace, ace, king, 5, 2 spades. Let's remove the suitedness just to make it pure. Almost no difference. So yeah, ace, ace, king 5 versus 9-4. What if we give him like king queen and we have deuce 3 or something? Which would be kind of the worst case scenario, I'd imagine. It's a 70-30, so I mean it hovers around 2-to-1, depending on how close in the dominated situation. So even it's not even that bad, 2-to-1. Because I mean, if he bets here, we're getting 3-to-1 immediate or so. To, let's say it's a full table, it would be 16 cents. Is that right? Yeah, 16 cents, 20, 24, 34. So we'd be getting 3.5 to 1. Let's say 3-to-1 with the rake. But yeah, just interesting. So that was the first hand, and oh shit. Forgot to start the recording. Second hand was... So just a quick review of this first hand since I was doing it unrecorded. I just want to compare dominated aces, basically. And the gist of it is that you're 2-to-1 dog, roughly. Facing usually like a 3-to-1 bet, roughly. Heads up. And the second hand is 8 of hearts on 4 streets. This is it here. So we have 3 suited queen 7-4. We're bringing and we're defending. So easy defend first of all. Now what did I want to look into here? Third street versus somebody who steals 100% first of all. So let's plug that in. And then an unknown fine clip. I'm going to be more selective about putting in dead cards in these situations because here I just really want to know just this random hand against his random hand. I don't really want it tainted by up cards. So in this case, we're slightly ahead of him, so we could theoretically re-raise, interestingly. I mean, not theoretically. If we know he's raising 100%, we should 3-bet. It's quite interesting, actually. Because of the way position works in stud, there's no consideration of the fact that we'll be like out of position the whole hand or something. So we can just straight up 3-bet. In fact, it's probably paramount because aggression is so good in stud games. Interesting, very interesting. So I can start being more aggressive when defending at the higher stakes. Just 3-betting a lot. Very, very interesting. And then on 4th and 5th, I wanted to know if it was okay to call. So you see here, we're like in an awkward situation now because he's the aggressor, right? We can't really fold because we should be in decent shape. But because he's the aggressor, it's really uncomfortable the whole way because we have nothing. So here, let's continue plugging things in. So I guess here we can actually use the up cards to get an idea of this exact situation. So on 3rd street, dead cards, 7 club, 6 spade, 4 spade, king spade, 6 diamonds, king club. So on 4th street now, we whiff, but he also hits garbage, so we can't be that bad off. Yeah. So we're effectively a coin flip still. So it's just an automatic call, getting it's probably missing 4 cents here. So 36 to 10, easy call. Now he hits a pair of deuces. And we hit an ace of clubs, which can't be terrible, so we probably have to call again, I'd imagine, which is what we did. But equity changes considerably here. So now we're almost 3 to 1 dog. Excuse me, 2 to 1 and 3 to 1 dog. So like 2.5. And the odds we're getting are... Oh, it doesn't include it. So on 4th street we're getting 46, so 4.5 to 1. And then on 5th street we're getting like 3.5 to 1. So getting 3.5 to 1, and we're like a 2.5 to 1 dog, so I guess it's probably fine to call. And now he has to pair. We have live draws in all likelihood. Basically to the aces, 8s, queens. So we should have 2, well, what are the dead cards? No 8s, no queens, no aces. So we should have 2 outs, 5 outs, 8 outs, and obviously he has to not improve, but we have, I don't know how to math that part. It's only got like 4 outs to full house. It's like a quarter of the time, so maybe we have like 6 outs here basically. So 3, 6, 10 minus 3, 6. So 16 known cards. So that leaves 36 in the deck, and we have 6 outs, so we need 5 to 1. And we're getting 90, 110, so we're getting 5.5 to 1. It would appear. Right, 110, yeah. 5.5 to 1, so it's probably fine. And then we improve to a worse 2 pair, so we have to fold. Alrighty. So that's it for the reviews. I will switch over to the tables. We're going to play tonight Pot Limit Omaha, which is the usual on Monday nights. We played $2 PLO, 2 tables probably. the usual. Continue to try and get better at that game. With delay, I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. So thanks for watching. See you in a bit.